guys, welcome back to our channel. We're the Garza twins. I'm Britta.
And I'm Carly.
We would love it if you would subscribe down below and hit the bell so you're notified when we upload. Today we're doing a really fun video. We have accumulated quite a bit of non-aerosol, like powder format dry shampoo options. And so we wanted to do a ranking and rank all the ones we have and kind of give you the details, what we like, what we don't like, and our top favorite. Yes, and a few of you have asked like why we made the switch to non-aerosol dry shampoo, and I guess I can't speak for both of us, but I feel like me personally, the alcohol that usually comes in an aerosol dry shampoo, the alcohol content is really high, and I just felt like it was making my scalp really dry like throughout the week. As until I washed my hair, my scalp felt really dry and itchy and kind of irritated. And I also I don't know if this is true or not, but because there's so much alcohol, I was worried that it was like leading to breakage on the top of my hair because it was making like my hair where I sprayed it a little more brittle. So I just didn't want to risk it. And because my hair is not very oily, I thought like, why not make the switch to powder dry shampoo? I just need a little bit of powder to soak up the oil, so I feel like it just made sense for me. But of course, if you know aerosol dry shampoos work for you, go for it. I just think personally, I prefer this method.
Same, and environmentally, like it just, it seemed like this was the way that the hair care industry was going in general. We loved that Dove dry shampoo for so long, but yeah, I felt like I was going through it. It was like these last longer.
These last way longer.
And it was irritating my scalp. It like felt like just like causing breakage, and then the environmental factor. Like it was like, well, if we can make this switch, why not?
Yeah, and it was really easy to do so. So if you're thinking of making the switch, hopefully this video helps. But we will get started. We're going to start with our least favorite. How many do we have here? 5? We have 5. So we're going to start with our least favorite and then reveal our favorite at the very end. So let's get into it. Okay, so first, or number 5, I guess, on the list, our least favorite is actually the Pros Dry Shampoo. This retails for $25, which equals $17.86 an ounce because you get, how many ounces did I say? 1.4 ounces in here. So I guess one thing I do want to mention is the packaging, because we have 2 different packaging options. So they're very limited when you have like a powder dry shampoo. This is, I guess, the more substantial packaging. It comes in like this sort of pump that really like disperses the product. So for me, the pump is really irrelevant because I don't ever spray these directly onto my scalp. I will spray them into my hand, and then I'll basically go like this, and then I'll like run my fingers through my scalp to evenly disperse it. So I really don't care about the packaging, but between the 2 options, like the smaller orifice and this one definitely disperses product more, would you say?
I do spray directly in my scalp. I can't stand how like powder feels on my hands. I don't know if you guys are with me there, but it really bothers me. So I spray it directly on my scalp, and I like both the packaging options we're going to review. I do think this one is a bit easier to disperse throughout your hair because it already kind of has like that widespread application where it's not so concentrated, so you can just like kind of rub it in quickly. But I do kind of prefer this nicer pump, I will say that.
So I think that you're paying a premium for this pump, in my opinion, but I don't think that this product is worth the price, at least for my hair. I think the powder in here is a little bit too dry and too gritty. Maybe if you have really oily hair, I think this could work for you, but I can only speak to my dry hair, dry scalp. This is just way too dry for me. I feel like, yeah, the pump really helps to disperse the product, but I just felt like it made my scalp very dry, and it feels really gritty as you're dispensing it. So it didn't work for my hair, but I think, like I said, it could work for an oily hair type, and the packaging is really nice, but also because of the price is why we're putting it as number 5, because we have a lot of more affordable options. Terry.
Okay, next up at number 4 is the RnCo Dry Shampoo Powder. And this one, I almost feel guilty putting in number 4 because it really got us through a long time.
Yeah.
Before there were like more affordable options, me and Britta both used this like religiously and really loved it.
Yeah.
But now, as you'll see, the ones coming up are a bit more affordable. Although this isn't too awful. It is $14.50 an ounce because you do get, is it a full?
It's 2 ounces.
2 ounces.
But I will say, I had to put mine in the empties bin because the powder that's left in here, it isn't that much, but it definitely won't come out anymore. So I do think like you're left with a little bit at the very bottom, but this is that like nice premium pump option again.
Yeah. Oh, and sorry, the total price is $29. So yeah, there's 2 ounces, so it's $14.50 an ounce. So for the amount of product you get, it's not awful, but a few reasons why this one is number 4. So like we said, the price is just more expensive in general than the top 3 that we're going to discuss. I didn't love the scent. It was a little strong for me. If you like really fragrant, you know, hair products, I don't mind it though. I do think it's a universal scent. I don't like when hair care companies put like a super strong floral or something very polarizing in their products. This to me, everyone would probably like. I like this scent. I don't love the fragrance load. I feel like, in my opinion, it's a little too strong. But we're just, you guys know, we're just sensitive to smell. But yeah, I mean, this got us through a lot of good times. I will say compared to the top 3, like Britta said, we love the pump. Like, it disperses really well, and it was really easy to like work into the scalp. But after like 1 day of use, I did feel like this would get gummy. Do you kind of agree with that? Where it would kind of like mix with your natural oils that were coming through, and I felt like I had to like absolutely wash my hair then, because it kind of just felt like, or you really brush it through. Yeah, there was like this like layer in my scalp. It wasn't a huge deal. Like, this is definitely a solid product. Yeah. But the ones that we're gonna talk about in the top 3 are more lighter weight, where I don't feel like I have that gummy issue. But again, this could be better for really oily hair. Yeah, again, we have pretty dry scalps. My hair has been more oily lately, but yeah, I think that maybe someone with more oily hair would really like it. And it is a good product. It is really good, so we don't want to discount it. We would recommend it, but we're also considering price here, so that's why it's number 4. Okay, next up is the Kristen S fragrance-free dry shampoo powder. This is $15, so it's $11.54 an ounce, so very affordable. I love the black and white packaging. Always have, always will. And we have to give props for a few of these. Well, 2 of them you can get at Target. And distribution-wise, I feel like that is just the, you know, can reach the most people. You guys watching, like, no matter where you are, can get these. Some of the other ones are a bit trickier to find. So, like, you know, that's great. Yeah. So this one, I think, was our second, like, leap into the powder dry shampoo after the RnCo Skyline. So we were really excited that Kristen S came out with this. I do think it was very innovative of her to do, like, a more affordable dry shampoo powder. And we liked that it was fragrance-free, because like Carly said, like, some fragrance can just be too high, irritating, we don't like the smell, etc. So we loved that it was fragrance-free. And I do really like this one. This one comes in like the other type of pump. There are literally only 2 pump options, you guys, or component options. Yeah. So this one has a much smaller orifice, and it deposits, you know, a little bit less product, and it really deposits it in one spot. It doesn't really like spread it out at all, but again, I just put it in my hand, so that doesn't really matter to me. And my orifice, since we work in the beauty industry, we probably just use these terms and you don't like fully understand. So it's like the diameter of the area where the product comes out. So this has a very small circle. So it's like a tiny orifice of where the product is dispensed. Yes, correct. But we really liked this for a long time. I still like it. I think our only complaint with this one is that it has, what is it, tapioca starch in here, which we think is causing the product to clump up a little bit. And not in a very noticeable way, but it's just not as finely milled and soft as the other 2 we're going to talk about. Yeah, I would say, well, I'm just going to show you the next one, just so you can kind of understand what we're saying. So this one is like cornstarch based. And you can see like it's fluffier and kind of like lighter. Yeah. Where this one, you can tell it sits heavier in the bottle. I mean, I hope you can kind of see. And even the color is a little bit different. Yeah, and this one is like, well, this one is cornstarch too, but it has the tapioca starch as well. So I can only imagine that that's kind of adding it to make it more dense. I don't really know. There's a lot of ingredients in both, so like, I'm not 100% sure, but if you can see, this one just like sits heavier, this one sits fluffier, and that's kind of how they sit in your hair. Yeah. Like this one sits heavier, can kind of like clump up together, whereas this one is fluffier and kind of like adds volume. Yes. Like, I hope this is making sense. This one I don't think adds any volume, I will say. Yeah, exactly. It really is just for oil absorption, and it says like style extending, lightweight formula, easily blended. I guess I would agree with all of those. Yeah, me too. And so it's good, and obviously I almost used like me too. Halfway through, and I've had this for definitely over a year. Me too. That's what it lasts a really long time. The great thing is with these powder dry shampoos is they last so long. You don't go through it as quickly as aerosols. Yeah, so it's really good. It's just not as good as the other 2 we're going to talk about, but we would recommend this, especially if you're like a fan of Kristen S, you want to try more of her products. Try this because we think you'll like it, but it's just a little less soft and fluffy as the other 2. Yeah, and And if you don't like fragrance, because that's really what this is the only fragrance-free option.
That's true, it is. Good point.
Next up, and I want to say this is kind of tied for number 1, but I can't because we have to order them. But this is new. This is like brand new, but it's the Odell Dry Shampoo, and this is $17. So it makes it 15.39 per ounce because you get 1.13 ounces. Again, it's like the same component as this one, but it's so fluffy that they just can't fit the same amount. So it is a little more expensive like than the Kristen S and even the RnCo per ounce, but it is so good. This one, I love the scent.
Yeah, the scent's nice.
I usually do not like fragrance, like we said, in hair care. This is such a nice like light scent. I have it on right now and I don't like smell it after you put it on. But it's a really pleasant experience going on. Like Britta said with the Kristen S, okay, this one's a bit messy because it is so fluffy. I think they overfilled it a bit. Odell, if you're watching, maybe slightly.
Powder is really tricky though.
Yeah, powder is really tricky. But it is, oh my god, the scent. It's so good. It like has like a little bit of a smokiness to it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really good.
I don't want to say that though because you guys are, I don't want you to take it literally. I just feel like
I feel like they use this scent in maybe another product.
Oh, maybe.
We'll have to ask them because I do like that.
Yeah, I love how it smells. And yeah, this one is really fluffy like we said, but it has that smaller orifice. So it is kind of like a fluffy product coming out of a small pump. So it is a little bit harder to control, but I 100% feel like the formula is worth the effort. I have been trying Britta's method of like spraying it on my hands. Oh god. And then putting it in my hair because I do spray directly in my root, but it does kind of like poof, and it's like there. Like, yeah, it's like there, and you kind of have to blend it out. But the good thing is that this formula blends out so easily.
Really soft.
Yeah, it's really soft, really easy to manipulate. You can easily blend it in with your finger or a brush. And then it's perfect. It like wipes up all the oils and it doesn't leave your scalp feeling gummy or heavy, and it gives you volume. Like you could like really put this in and kind of like, it's like not like gritty, but it really helps with volume, and I find that a lot of these other ones just don't do that. Our number 1 does that as well. But this one is really great with volume, and it has like some kind of fun ingredients. When I was like comparing the ingredient list, it has like some sea extracts, seawater extracts, oak moss extracts. So I don't know, just kind of like these fun ingredients that make it a little
oak moss is like good for the hair, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we used it in a product.
Oh, that make it a little like less boring. And like this one is cornstarch based, like a lot of them are. But yeah, it just, I don't know, it's really nice, and I've been really loving it. And I know it's like so new, but it was like a quick love.
Yeah,
for us. We really like it, and I also love the black and white packaging.
love it.
And we're gonna get to the number 1, but I actually really love the ones that have the clear bottle and the clear wrap label because you can see how much you're using. So
Yeah, but again, it'll last you over a year for sure.
it will, but like this one is a clear bottle, but the wrap label is opaque, so then you can't see how much you have left. And I really just like that. You can see as you go, so you know when you're getting close to the end.
And our number 1 powder dry shampoo is the Trader Joe's Dry Shampoo with Pro Vitamin B5. This is only $5, so it is only $3.70 an ounce, which is absolutely insane because the performance on this guy is 10 out of 10. Like, we were so blown away, and I know you guys might think we're being a little biased because we like are so dedicated to Trader Joe's. We're definitely Trader Joe's hoes, but we are not. Like, comparing all of these, this one is so good because, like Harley said, it performs really similarly to the Odell version. Like they're almost like identical, would you say?
Yeah, they're really similar. They're really similar. I feel like maybe slightly, like this one is maybe slightly fluffier and lighter.
You mean Odell?
Oh, sorry. They look so similar.
Yeah.
Maybe fluffier and lighter slightly, but they both give the same amount of volume.
Yeah, this one just adds so much volume, which I love. Like Harley said, a lot of the powder dry shampoos don't do that because I do think people are using dry shampoo more so for oil absorption. We just have dry hair, so for me, I wanted to absorb oil, but I also wanted to add volume because our hair is so fine it can easily be weighed down. So I love that this does it all for me. It doesn't ever feel too heavy on the scalp. It really blends out when I like put it in with my hands. It blends out effortlessly. It doesn't leave like a white cast. The fragrance load is a little high on this. It definitely has a scent. I actually really love the scent. I think it's very fresh.
I like the scent too.
And I think that this is the type of scent that I want in my hair care. I want something like,
you know, when you're doing your hair in the morning, you want something that kind of wakes you up and gets you like jazzed for the day. And I think that this scent does that for sure. Don't you think? That's a little more like.
I just love this one.
Me too. Like this is like a candle. I think I would really love.
Yeah, this would be a good candle.
Yeah, but this one is like totally the vibe for hair care in a good way, like a luxurious way.
Yeah.
So I love the scent that they put in this. And I think it is, you know, a lot of people would like it. Not very polarizing. This is very like fluffy, soft. It's really everything that I want in a powder dry shampoo. And the price is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I don't know how, like they must have made 1 million units. I know. Or more, probably more, to get the price so low on this, because the packaging you guys have seen, like it's the same stock package that has been used in all these other brands.
It's even the same cap. It's definitely the same.
It's the same
across the board.
Yeah, and so it's kind of crazy to me that the price is so low. I would pay double, triple the price for this. So highly recommend if you have a Trader Joe's near you. If you don't, find a friend that has a Trader Joe's, have them send it to you because it is so good. You need to try it. If you're going to get anything from this video, I think it should be this, especially if you haven't tried a powder dry shampoo, because we want you guys to try one that we think you're actually going to like.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want to spend a lot of money because this is like your first version of a non-aerosol dry shampoo, this is just the best option.
But as we said, not as widely like distributed as a Target. So if you don't have a Trader Joe's, then definitely go with one of the Target options.
Yes.
The Odell's a little more expensive, but I think it's worth the price increase.
Yeah.
And we don't love the Trader Joe's packaging, we will say. And like I said, I don't like that
we don't love
bottle.
color. You guys know we don't love color.
Yeah.
But this is very them.
It is
I
very
think.
them. I actually love that they did a translucent teal
Me too.
pump.
I love the pump. I think it's really
that's
cute.
really cute.
They could have easily just kept it clear, and then it would have probably saved them some money and been, you know, a little more boring. So I love like the design that they did. It's very them, but it's just not like our preference. But that's such a small note. Okay, we hope you guys liked this video, and please leave your favorite dry shampoo, powder dry shampoos down below. If you have any questions, if we didn't cover anything and you have more questions, if you want to switch, let us know because we are happy to answer. Yeah, thank you so much.